certainly the brand we're building is exciting. So I certainly want to get the Aclara name out there. I want to get the kind of solutions and kind of customer-focused approach that we're bringing out there. But probably personally, in my role as DVP of consulting, I'm trying to kind of change the paradigm of dependency, right? So I think consultants typically create dependency, not necessarily long-term, ingrained, hardwired solutions. And so what I want to kind of position Aclara, and particularly my consulting brand, in is someone who actually solves problems, doesn't create dependency to solve those problems long-term. And I just believe that happy customers who are happy with what you do, and you give them the results, that's honestly how you grow a business. And that's, as we are conceptually a 2-month-old company, what I'm really, really interested in doing is just growing the brand, growing the business. Yeah, I think universally the challenges for all hospitals and health systems across the country have to do with cost and reimbursement, right? Is into, during, and coming out of this COVID era, hospitals are struggling. I mean, financially they're struggling, and I think it becomes incumbent upon us as business partners to figure out, kind of to my previous answer, is how do we become solution-oriented as opposed to dependency-oriented, right? Hospitals don't have the money they used to have. They need solutions, they need answers, and in this wave of people leaving the industry, I think partners like Aclara are uniquely positioned to present a different proposition than maybe traditional outsourcing, insourcing, co-sourcing, consulting partners have provided in the past. But what's really, I think, emerging, obviously, is this trend on lowering costs through what's commonly referred to as AI, but I would not call it AI, I would call it RPA, machine learning dependency. I think that's where things are emerging. But you and I talked a little bit earlier about this idea of how do you get there, and I think there's a root cause problem that's bigger in this realm, in that how do I go implement and spend money on things that allow me to potentially rely less on the variable and unreliable cost that is humans, right? Most valuable resource we've got, but certainly the most variable in nature as well. So how do you get the capital to go invest in eliminating some of that variability to get you to the point where you can actually remove cost, right? And so it's almost like a chicken or the egg type thing, and I think that's one of the big problems that I hear across my contemporaries in the industry is, how do I cut costs if I'm not allowed to invest in the things that allow me to take cost out, right? Which I think we're all down for, we're all in, and we understand that eventually that cost just gets pushed onto our customers and our patients, but there's got to be a strategy and a linear path to get there as opposed to just the 1980s, let's go cut some costs solution.